Hi, dancers. Hi, Ballet Whispers ambassadors. We're here with Caroline today, going live on Facebook and Instagram, and then you're probably going to watch.
And trouble getting on Facebook. But I'm waiting for Caroline. Here she comes. Elena, hi, Elena. We're running late because we're having technical processes. We can't get on Facebook Live. And Caroline, are you on? She's on Zoom. She doesn't know how to join. Okay. Go to your Instagram, then go to like to visit Ballet Whispers. You click in there. Yeah. Oh, let me wave. Wave. Caroline's on her way. She's here next to me on Zoom, but here she comes. Get her over here. Wave. Elena Twirl. So you do baton, Elena. This will be an interesting conversation for you. Hello, D. And what is this? View requests. Go live with. How do I sound? Because I'm using earbuds this time. This is new. There she is.
Now it's working.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
So now I'm hearing myself twice.
Yes, but you don't hear yourself twice, right?
Do you? I hear myself twice.
No, I don't. I muted my MacBook, so I can't.
Hi, Oya. When you muted the MacBook, if I mute my... Can you hear me?
Yes.
But am I on Zoom talking with volume?
I don't know. Wait.
We're checking everything.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Okay. So, meet Caroline, friends. Say wave hi. I'm going to wave to you guys. And do they have hearts anymore? They don't even have a hearts button. They used to have a hearts button. Oh, there's a hearts button. I got. Thank you. Meet Caroline, friends, Ballet Whispers Ambassador Pro. And she dances in Germany. She's a competitive ice skater turned ballet dancer on Pointe at the age of
23, maybe.
okay. And as you know, both disciplines require balance. I've been ice skating maybe twice, and this is something amazing. I'm going to show you guys a video of Caroline. Am I able to do this? Dancing. Would I be able to do this?
I don't know. You have to try.
Oh, okay. So, how's the sound? If I okay, I'm going to show you guys a video of Caroline ice skating. If this works. Where did she go on here? Yeah, I have to flip my camera. Is that right? Okay. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
It's downloading. Bear with us, friends. This is all not ballet stuff.
Yes, it works.
Wow. Wow, look at those turns. This is so amazing. Woo! Wonderful.
Thank you.
You see that? And now she's here to talk about her experience as a ice skater turned ballet dancer. And go ahead and write your questions in the chat so she could answer anything. And I'm going to start. Tell us, Caroline, what is your typical day as an ice skater?
So, first of all, it was quite some time ago because I did competitive ice skating when I was still in school. So, yeah, normally I would just go to school, just as every other kid as well. And then after school, I would go either directly to training after school, so I would not even come home, or I would go home, eat lunch, and then I will go to the ice skating rink. And then I had training, of course, and then would come back in the evening, and then I would do my homework and stuff, and then I would go to sleep. So, yeah, these were some days, but it's not like you don't have time for friends anymore, but you spend a lot of your time in the ice skating rink.
And I believe that's very similar to a ballerina in training. Sounds like it would be a similar schedule. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to get this organized that I could see her on the other camera. There we go. All right, so let's talk about pirouettes. We spoke about this before, and I was quite fascinated. Let's get into that. On ice, you execute multiple turns, like really fast and high speed. But what I understand is you don't practice spotting.
No, we don't, because we are too fast to spot on the ice, so we would just turn as you saw in the video you showed. So you're just too fast to spot. So yeah, it's a matter of training that you don't get dizzy. But yeah, if you train a lot, you'll just get used to it, and you don't need to spot them, because otherwise, when you turn that fast, you just can't turn your head around so fast. So yeah, you just I don't know. There's not a specific point you stare at. You just, I don't know, see nothing.
So when you go to do a pirouette in ballet, how was it when you had to learn? Are you learning spotting now?
Yes, I learned spotting because I did not spot in the beginning because I was not used to it. So it was something to learn for me, to use my head and to understand that spotting and my head helps me in turning, and especially when you're doing multiple turns. So your head is always the first part of your body which comes to the next direction. So yeah, it really helps you.
And the other question that I talked with you about was when you do a pirouette, it has two directions. And you had told me something about ice skating that's different than from ballet.
Yes, because you only turn into one direction. You change the legs, but you don't change the direction you turn in. So when I did ice skating, I always turned over my left shoulder and not over my right shoulder. So it was really strange for me when I took my first ballet classes to turn into the other direction. And I was not really able to execute more than one pirouette. And it's always hard for me now. So on the left hand, it's not a problem for me at all because I'm used to turning into this direction, but the other direction is quite hard.
When you had showed me an example, do you have space there?
And no, don't.
Aww. It was so cool because she got up and she showed me her double pirouette in one direction, and it was like so clean and so beautiful. And then she had difficulty going in the opposite direction. And it's from ice skating because one direction is easier, right?
Yeah, well, you only learn one direction. It's also the direction you jump in. So there's always only one direction in which you do jumps. And when you're starting to skate, you decide on one side. And it's not really like you have a choice. Some people have, but in most of the time, you are just forced to turn to the left side because it's yeah, normal way of skating. But there are some skaters who turn the other way around, but then it's only the right side and pirouettes and jumps and everything. So yeah.
Do you drive stick shift car?
A what?
Like a stick shift car?
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Because I'm like thinking there's an automatic drive car and then there's stick shift. So I would think that trying to learn to turn the opposite direction would be like trying to learn to drive a stick shift.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, maybe.
Like it's just like your body is not comfortable. I saw and watched and absolutely loved the movie Cutting Edge.
I watched it today because I wanted to talk to you about it.
And it's not only one movie, because Cutting Edge has like, I think there's 3 Cutting Edges, and it's the same movie but different actors and actresses. And the storyline, I believe, is the same, but that was like that's one of my favorite movies. So, and since you watched it today, can you tell me a little bit about toe pick?
Because the hockey player failed so many times when he started skating. Yes, you have to be a bit careful in ice skating because you have your toe pick here, and as you can see, it's quite big, and it's really easy to just slip over it and then do something like this, and you fall. So you have to be really, really careful. But without the toe pick, you wouldn't be able to jump. So this is where you put the pressure on when you jump. So
And then in comparison to a point shoe, is there any relation?
No, not really, because your foot is completely different. So your foot is like normal in the ice skating boot, but on point you're like this. So there's a huge difference. So you don't have much space in this boot to move your foot. So yeah, it's not the same. It's really different.
So that was another thing. You're on an ice skate and you do not point your feet at all.
Yes, that's true.
You do pirouettes. You're doing all these turns.
Let me show
but
you.
Your feet aren't pointed.
Yes, because maybe you can see it in the camera. Oops. Can you see that the blade is like curved? It's not straight, it's a little bit curved. Maybe you can see it from this perspective. And where you turn on is basically here. So this is where you turn on ice. So you not really point your shoe. You also do not go on a demi point, but you're still turning on the front of your foot, but it's not the same. But there's this part where you turn on because it's curved and not flat. And this is where you're able to turn.
So how does that affect you now in ballet class?
Well, it is just a different thing in turning, because now in ballet class you either go on point or on demi point, which is so a lot higher than on ice skating, than on the ice. But I think it's quite easy to adapt on demi point, but not on point. So the way to get up on point is much longer on point, of course, and on demi point it's okay. It's higher, but not that high.
And when you get into your turn position, is there any difficulty in pointing your foot that's up in the air? Is there a habit that it doesn't point, or
No, that's no problem.
So
I
you're
don't
getting used to pointing.
It's not a problem for me. I just point it. So yeah.
Because I think about you're going to do a split leap on ice and you don't point your feet. But if you're a ballerina, you're going to point both your feet.
Well, you kind of point your feet. It's not like you can point them like this, but your foot needs to be really like straight, and you point your toe, but your foot is not really moving in the boot. It's quite hard to describe, but you just can't leave your foot like that, because otherwise the boot would also be just like that. But you have to try to make it pretty, point it a little bit. So so when you take the boot off and you do pirouettes and everything, and the foot which is in the air, it is still pointed. So not as hard as in ballet, of course. You don't have this line also, but it's like pointed.
So my favorite subject is the ice skating costumes. They're so beautiful, and so are ballet tutus. I see all these ice skating costumes and how detailed and intricate they are. When you wear them to compete, like who's deciding the color? Who's deciding like what
Um,
you're gonna wear?
you're deciding. You have your music, and then you decide what fits to the music and what do you want your dress to look like. So I brought two examples because one of the examples I found online and just bought it because I liked it, but the other example I designed myself. So let me show you the first example. Hope you can see it. Looks like this. So this one I found online and I bought it. And I just like the colors and that it's a little bit sparkly, so I just bought it. But
It's
the
so
other,
beautiful.
this one, I designed myself. It's bigger than the other one. It's a bit more special. And yes, as you can see, it's really sparkly. And I love that.
It's so beautiful. It resembles a ballet competition leotard, you know,
Yeah, it
but a
does.
little bit different. There's a little bit difference.
Yeah, the skirt is different, so
I
it's
think
not
like in the shapes.
um that and on the top it's not really different. It just looks like this now, but when it's on, it's like a second skin, so there's no space between you and the dress. It's like, yeah, really tight. So
Yeah. Now you have a ballet performance coming up.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
What are you working on?
I'm working on well, several dances and several variations, but I'm a soloist, so I'll be dancing a solo, of course. But there are four soloists, and we are fairies. And I see that one of my ballet friends, which is Victoria, is joining as well, and she's also a soloist. And I saw Frida joining. She's also a friend of mine, and she's also a soloist. So hi to the other soloists.
Hi, girls.
And we are all fairies, and I'll be dancing the variation of the Sugar Plum Fairy. And we will do some dances together as well, which are quite cute, and we are working on it. And yeah, we had how do you call it? Like a
Lulu can't
class.
wait to be at the premiere.
Oh, it's only on one day, so there are two recitals on one day, but yeah, it's only on one day.
You're getting a question. How different is the importance of lines in ballet than ice skating?
uh, from the leg and the foot, or I don't really know what is meant with the question.
How different is
You can write it.
this from Victoria? How different is the importance of lines in ballet? Oh, so like how important is taking ballet while you're training as an ice skater?
Or maybe. Well, that's yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of skaters have ballet class as well. I did not, unfortunately, because not every yeah, ice skating school has the opportunity to offer ballet training, but a lot of people do. Okay, she just wrote, yeah, I mean leg line, etc. So it's not that strict in ice skating. It's much more strict in ballet, and I think the focus is also more on it in ballet. On ice skating, the focus is really more on skating technique and jumps and turns. And of course, you need to be really elegant to get a high score, but it's not that important. So it's, yeah, in ballet it's really more important, and also the positions with your arms and everything, and with your leg, your croisé or en face or whatever. It's really important in ballet, but it's not in ice skating.
Good word. Any other questions, friends?
Not yet.
So how many years were you an ice skater?
Oh, 20, 20, over 20 years. I don't know.
Wow.
Yes. I unfortunately stopped due to COVID because the rink was closed, and when the rink opened, I was suffering from a back injury, so I didn't get back on the ice now. But I'm okay with that because I do ballet classes. I think 3 or 4 times a week, so I'm good with it.
See how long she has been dancing ballet?
Since 5 years now. So I started when I was 23, I think, or 22. Wait, 23. Yes, I'm 28, so I
And
started.
now you have a performance on point in ballet, doing a ballet performance.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for you. I want to see the show. Where do we get tickets?
Maybe you can come to Germany, watch the show. I don't know, or maybe there will be a recording of the show, of course.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Okay, what do we got going on here at Ballet Whispers? I'm going to show quick. We were talking about costumes, and I wanted to able to show you guys live what we have. Um, this is one of the warm-up jackets, and it's lined inside with cats.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and then this is one of your favorites you picked out.
Yes, I want to order it. I love it.
This is for this year, 2022, because we ran out of the other fabric that we had from last year. And then this is one of our recent leotards. It's hard to see in the camp, like taking the pictures of it.
But I love it. Really beautiful.
Looks like that. And the back is black.
Yeah.
And then we have these gold garbage bag pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's gold. So you wrap them around and you sweat in them.
That's really cool.
They are really cool. They feel oversized, but you know, everybody likes to chunk them up and sweat in them. Now we're going to make them a little bit longer. And last, this is the one we have a contest on Instagram, is to name this leotard.
Oh yeah.
In all of these, I could totally see you wearing these on ice.
Yeah, you could.
So our leotards are also for ice skaters, but it is Ballet Whispers brand. So the contest for this is name the leotard, and then you win a prize if your name gets picked, and we'll send that to you.
Did you receive yet?
Yeah, there's like 7 or 8 different names.
Little sneak peek. What are your favorites?
I haven't sat and like looked at them. I love them all. Each one that pops in brings like a new like thought and process going on. But one is gonna win, and I think we have like 7 more days to work on for people to come in and put names on it. But some are funny and some are cool and some are like romantic, and they're all different names. But we got to figure out what the name of this leotard is going to be. And our new one is coming out next week. And that's another surprise for you guys. What else? What else? Is that everything you wanted to talk about with ice skating and ballet? I can't ask you which you like better.
I can't decide. So I feel like I can't decide on which I like better, but I see my future in ballet because I feel like I achieved everything I could in ice skating, but there's still a lot of to achieve in ballet. So yeah, I think like ballet is more my future than ice skating. But of course, I will always love ice skating and I will always feel at home on the ice. So
what do you love most about ballet?
it's really hard to describe. As soon as I start doing the first pliés, it's like you're completely in a different world. You feel kind of connected to yourself, to your body, and it's like, I don't know, some form of meditation as well. So it's really hard to describe. It's just, yeah, you're just really being you, and it's a way to express feelings, express yourself. So this is the movements, and this is what I love about ballet, and also the fact that it's like really exhausting and really hard, but it's a good kind of exhausting and hard. So yeah,
So expression wise, you're able to express yourself more through ballet versus ice skating?
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Interesting. You got
yeah.
some more questions here.
Oh,
Was ballet or ice skating harder to learn?
I think you can't say what is harder to learn, because in the beginning everything is hard. So I think if you start ballet from scratch without any other dance or ice skating or whatever doing it before, so it's really, really hard, because yeah, you need to be really strong for ballet, and you really need to be aware of your body. But also for ice skating, you need a good balance just in ballet. So yeah, it's both hard to learn, especially when you didn't do anything like that it before. So you can't say what is harder to learn. It's just both a long and hard way to go if you want to be perfect in it.
I believe that one. I mean, learning ballet to get to point as an adult is a journey.
Yeah, that's a journey, but a really nice journey.
And I believe ice skating would be the same way.
It is.
Because it's like we each have a vision in our mind of how far we want to go in learning something new.
Yeah.
And I guess ice skating gave you a good background to go through the process of learning.
Of course. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you miss competing?
Not really, to be honest, because I was always so nervous, and yeah, I don't really miss competing. I miss doing shows on ice. That was really fun when I was little. I used to do a lot of shows around Christmas every year, and this is something I miss because it was really fun. But I don't really miss competing because I was just always really nervous. So yeah.
Now you get Nutcracker every Christmas.
Yes, I'm also nervous about that, but I
It's a
still got
show. It's
to.
not competing.
No, it's not. It's just a show, but still, you're nervous. You want to do your best.
Is it the same kind of nervousness? Oh, you haven't done a performance yet in ballet.
I did.
Is it the same kind of nervousness?
No, it's a different kind of nervousness.
Is it?
Not really. Yeah, there's no judging you, so yeah, it's a better kind of nervous.
Wow, guys, thanks so much for all your wonderful questions. That was really great. Hi, Bella. Did I miss anything? Oh, thank you for the compliments. Victoria says you're a queen.
Thank you, girl.
Frida says hi.
Hi, Frida.
Honestly, the most elegant ballerina I've ever seen. Lulu, that was from Lulu.
Thank
Because
you.
we don't get to see these after we end the show, so I want to make sure she gets everything. Stella is sending you hearts. Number one support, Christina. Caro is literally the best turner in class, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. Was ein tolles Kompliment.
Oh, what a nice compliment. Thank
That's
you.
my German.
Good attempt.
Giving Diana and Action vibes. Can't wait to be at the premiere. And this is so sweet. Hi, Jessica. And Philip Luschnolder. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up for today, and we thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Sorry we started 5 minutes late, and I don't think we made it to Facebook. But this will be on the Instagram post to rewatch, and then it'll also be added to our YouTube. So we have a Ballet Whispers YouTube channel. We don't have many subscribers yet because we don't have many videos, but videos will be placed into that page. So head on over there and subscribe. And we can't wait to see you there with your comments and wonderful support. Thank you so much. And Caro, it's what time over there? You're in Germany.
It's 10 past 10. Yeah.
It's your bedtime.
Yes, time to go to bed now.
Have a hot tea. And this is your first time live on
Yes,
Instagram.
it was the first time live on Instagram ever. I've never done it before.
So I
But
hope you enjoyed.
much for joining and for your comments and questions. I really appreciated it, and I sent back lots of love.
Oh, okay. I'll try to find it then. Can't wait for you on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Go and join the contest and name that leotard. And we'll see you again soon. We love you.
Bye bye.
Bye.